Well, hello everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? It's another week, another day's journey.
My bad.
We had some technical difficulties, but
Yeah, I forgot to unmute again.
y'all can hear us now, I believe. But so I'm Lucius, by the way, of Loop Pop Beats.
Thank you, Ruby.
Who's Sai? All right. We got the beautimous Professor Mel Will.
Hey again.
My good brother. Once he settled down.
He'll be all right.
JL Groove.
Hi.
And
There you go.
Hi.
as we were saying, we got one of the ones. It's gonna be a good night tonight. We got a great episode for you guys. Good live.
I don't call her
exchange.
cute and everything. Y'all didn't even hear it.
Mm-hmm.
It's all good.
You can call her cute again.
I call you cute again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I take it twice.
Yeah, sure will.
Anyway, we got royalty in the building, everybody. Man, so as we were saying, how are you?
I'm good, blessed and highly flavored.
How's your mental?
My mental is good. Thank you for asking about my mental.
Yeah, it's because it's important. I think we get it's like automatic when somebody asks us how we doing, stuff like that. So the automatic answer is just always, "Yeah, I'm good" or whatever.
Yeah, good. I'm fine.
Asking someone how's their energy or how's their mental, that's like a different type question.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad to know that your mental is okay.
It's okay right now today.
We'll see what happens. Whatever happens.
Hey, one day at a time.
Okay.
Already.
Minute.
Already.
But yes.
Hey, listen, everybody, we live. We got Rolex in the building. Like I said, this is hometown royalty, Dallas royalty.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, ask your questions if y'all got questions, comments, anything. Interact with us, and yeah, y'all. We gonna go ahead and get this thing popping. What you got, Lou?
Yeah. So Miss Rolex. So let's start from the beginning. From the beginning, from when you was a toddler. How did this music thing start?
From the rooter to the tutor.
A wee tot. I've been singing since I was 3 years old.
Okay.
And I always said, my mom, I have evidence.
Okay.
My mom used to record us, when we was playing church as kids, and just not even playing church, just she recorded every milestone, I think, when we were talking, and the first time we could say our alphabets, and the Sunday school songs and stuff. So that's how long I've been doing it. Shortly after, started singing professionally when I was around 9 or 10 years old, by way of the Tommy Young West.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Mama had us, doing a Pepsi commercial, and she had us in the studio, and that was professional work.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's how long I've been doing this.
Wow.
And of course, you guys know the history.
Yeah.
We started out, I always say, we started out as a high school gospel choir, I think. Anybody out there, feel free to correct me. But if I'm not mistaken, my recollection, we started out as a high school gospel choir out of Ars Magnet, of course.
Okay.
And it was Ars Magnet Gospel Choir that I knew. Then that became a group called New Deliverance.
Oh, okay.
And we were all singing together. Then that became God's Property. And then somewhere in there, before it was New Deliverance or God's Property, my mom started a group called Inspired.
Okay.
And we ran around, locally singing as Inspired. I'm inspired.
Yes.
And then,
remember that.
New Deliverance and then God's Property, and it went on from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, far as siblings, how many of y'all is it?
3.
3. So was everybody like deeply in music?
Yeah.
Like all your siblings? Okay.
All of us. But of course, Mom held him up like Simba. And she went to the window with him. A true story.
Oh, okay.
And,
Oh, wow.
she said, God, bless my child with the gift of music. And God didn't disappoint.
Wow.
He did just that. She didn't do that with me.
She
She,
Oh,
she
man.
said, "Come stand over there."
she said, he gonna cover it.
Right.
But yeah, she did that. But she prayed over all of us.
Yeah.
Of course. But yeah, we're all. Yes, my sister can sing.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No.
Nice.
Was there any I'm not gonna say sibling rivalry, but it's like growing up in a household where everybody's like this talented and this musical. You know, was it ever a time where y'all were like going at each other musically coming up and stuff like that?
Only when we couldn't stop laughing
Okay.
to get out what Sput was trying to get us to record.
Okay.
Robin always started it.
Okay.
She started laughing about something, and Sput was our first MD. He was our first choir director. He was our first musical director. He was our
I would love to
first.
see Sput doing like this.
He was our first all of that, because
Yeah.
we've been playing church since, you know. So he was the pastor. He was the church musician. He was the choir director. He was the deacon. He was everything in the
Gotcha.
church. Me and my sister were the usher board. We was the choir. We were the
Right.
audience. We had our dolls out. Yeah. Anyway.
Oh, y'all had
but-
church for real.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went in.
Okay.
But no, it was never none of that. We always knew what time it was.
Okay.
We knew what we were doing. We knew what we came for. The only thing we didn't know was Mama was right there in the washing room with the tape recorder and recording us. That's the only thing we didn't know. Everything else, we had it down. We got it done.
Right.
You know.
Well,
So
that's
no, we only got frustrated when we couldn't get ourselves together.
I got you. That's funny.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you this about your mom. Again, you talking
Yeah.
about royalty.
Yeah.
Do you not to speak for her, but of course, I mean, if anybody would know, do you think that she knew that she was gonna start the legacy that she started?
I have to say, maybe she didn't know, and I know from experience. During the making of it, we didn't know. So knowing the feeling that I have from what we did, you know, after her having her vision for what we did while we were in it, we didn't know the impact that it was going to have on the world and on us, you know.
Absolutely.
So I have to assume that, no, when she had this vision years ago, she probably, does God give us that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or
At all.
does he just command us to do, you know, he takes our vision and it goes wherever he says it goes.
And we do.
So
it.
I can't answer for her, but
Yeah.
I'll take a guess and say no, she probably didn't know that it would be this much of an impact.
I got you. And it definitely was. Again, like you. Okay, let's talk about God's property. You say let's. When do you think in your mind? When did it become like this thing where you're like, oh shit, like this is actually like something legit. Like,
Child,
when did that happen?
I can't say. I
Yeah.
don't know.
You don't know. Do you
Listen.
even feel that? Do you even feel that way still, or is it still a hometown thing for you? If that makes sense.
Definitely not still a hometown thing for me, but when it did, I guess it got real.
When did shit get real?
When you decide to bless the young people, you know what I'm saying? What they did for us, they decided to bless us with a lumps, you know.
Okay.
And in that moment for us, we were in LA. It was, you know, it wasn't all of us at the same time, but it was just a group of us. We were in LA, and they decided to bless us.
Okay.
You know, I won't say more than that.
Of
but
course. Of course.
in that moment, it was like, oh,
Yeah.
we was on top of the world.
Right,
You know,
right.
speaking from, I had never experienced anything like that. You know, I had never received anything like that in that sense, you know, on that type of platform. So that was life-changing for me. And we were out there. We had been doing shows. We had been touring, but they set us down and said, "This is what we're doing, for you all." So if there has to be, I would say, that opened my eyes to, okay, this is what the okay, this is what the industry is. I'm like, oh my God, I still have a piece of furniture.
Brian said
Really?
that's a loaded question.
I mean, it is a loaded question.
It can be.
It can be.
But yeah, if I had to pick a moment that gave me that feeling, like, oh, this is, that was it. And hearing us on the radio, hearing ourselves on the radio for the first time, that was a huge moment for me. And just everything that happened, every time it happened, like a lot happened, being at the award shows, seeing Stevie, seeing Prince standing up for us, like being on stage and seeing Prince stand up, be the only one that stand up and applaud, you know what I'm saying? That was a moment. Getting there to sound check and seeing all the different celebrities, how they put the celebrity pictures in to see where they gonna sit. That was a moment. And meeting Faith, and Diddy, and meeting all those people, that was a moment. So it's a lot of different moments like that.
Who's
happened for us.
Who's the first one? Because we're gonna get to like the industry work, but it's like in this time you're still young, you're still. I
am still young.
You're not. Absolutely. Well, you are younger than what you are.
I sure am.
You were younger, but but in that time, you're like, okay, you're still new, you're still fresh, right?
Yeah.
So, my question was, what, who was that first starstruck moment? Who was that first person you were starstruck over? That you think, or were you? Young. Yeah,
I was very young.
Yeah, we get into the truth now.
Lord, I saw Denzel.
Right.
I only say that to say it's like I was the baby of GP at the time. So it's a lot of moments I was just oblivious to, like I didn't realize
what was happening.
This is who we're in the room with, or it was a lot of moments I just didn't, I wasn't tuned in like I am now.
Right.
So I can't say, I can't pinpoint one person, but I will never forget when we sang behind Celine Dion. Like, I'll never forget that. I'll never forget when Stevie called us around the piano, And then even before that, I'll never forget when Bobby Jones, heard we were coming in town, needed a choir, pulled us up under the stairs, and taught us a song in 10 minutes, and boom, it's showtime. It's time to go sing this song we just learned 10 minutes ago. We dressed already because we got dressed on the bus. And if you ain't ever seen before, you fit to see it now. That's our story. But it's a lot of moments that I actually wish I could go back and really be a part of.
Live in that moment.
But because I was so young, I was still up under my mama. I was in the choir, of course, but I stayed with my mama, I stayed with my sister, and my dad was out there too. So, yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's dope. Shout out to everybody tuning in. We got Darius Johnson in the building, Kingston Livingston. You got to go get ready to set up, brother. Kingston Livingston, Brian, Nigel Rivers, Q Philly in the building. We got a lot of the homies in the building. Shout out,
y'all?
Shout out.
All the bros.
What up, Pookie? No.
What up? Lou, what you got?
Yeah, so we finna switch it up for a bit.
In the name of Jesus.
Well, for one, Rolx.
Yeah.
Let's who is Rolx? I'm just curious.
Good question.
is
I
Rolx?
actually love the name myself.
I love the name too. So I have a lot of names. My mama named me Rochelle C. Wright. I am a auntie because I have a wonderful brother out there, and he has blessed our family with a host of, nieces and nephews. He's blessed me with a lot of nieces and nephews that I love and adore. My first nephew, Joseph Andrew Haynes. I set him down, or whatever I was doing with him this day. I said, Joseph, he's what, one? I don't know when they start talking. Joseph say Auntie Rochella.
Auntie, okay.
He couldn't. T. Shelley came out.
Okay.
So we stuck with that.
T. Shelley, okay.
I didn't change it. I didn't correct him. I didn't try to teach him, give him speech therapy, none of that. T. Shelley came out. I've been T. Shelley ever since.
Oh.
The same with my sister. She's T. Robin. And so following that over the course of the years, I've had a lot of nicknames because I tend to go with, what's my name? Michelle or whatever comes out. I'm like, okay, that's my name.
Right.
So I'm T. Shelley. I'm Ro. I'm Key Roro. I'm Aunt Rochella. Nobody calls me Aunt Rochella. But I'm Rochella. And so working with Daniel, of course, or just me and Daniel being in each other's lives. It's not always work. That's my brother.
Yeah.
But he named me Rolex.
Okay.
So he said it one time, and I was like, okay, we'll go with that one too.
Right.
I'm Alacar the Great. I have a lot of names.
Alacar.
Yeah, can you touch on that? Alacar?
What's who?
That's dope.
Who is Alacar?
It is dope.
Yeah.
It is dope.
Alacar is me. It's just my name backwards.
Okay.
Oh. Well, carry the,
I'm saying.
I came up with that one on my own.
I had to carry the two real quick.
Carry the two.
I'm sitting here thinking
I like it too.
I'm sitting here thinking she about to go into this deep.
That do sound.
I'm real deep.
I thought at one time
Hey,
you were held up in the windowsill.
thought?
Yeah.
And I was.
Your name is now Alacar.
I like to think I was too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just it was just one. I have a lot of names.
Gotcha.
So and I tend to just whatever people think, whatever you want to call me, not whatever, but
Yeah.
if I like it,
Yeah.
People
know
get
what?
mad. That ain't Rochella. That's Alacar. No, it ain't. That's Rolex. No, it's not. It's
I'll go with it.
Darius said, woo, look at them
I'm Aunt Ro.
ankles.
I'm also Aunt Ro now. So
Okay.
Darius said, look at them ankles.
whose ankles?
Yours.
There he is.
So if it's gonna be anybody, it's gonna be him.
There he is.
Jared Williams says, "Sister, I'm so proud of you."
Yeah.
Thank
What's
you,
up,
Jared.
bro? You know what I'm saying? Jared
Thank you,
Williams,
brother.
That's the homie. If we can get Darius to calm down off your ankles for a moment.
I'm not worried about Darius.
They not ashy.
Nor am I worried about my ankles.
Good. And
not
you shouldn't
ashy?
be. You,
No, they're not
you
gonna
should-
be ashy.
you shouldn't.
You know,
be.
ankles is a new trend.
You
know?
have some very
Just
little
put that out
ankles.
there.
Darius said they sweet.
Okay. All right, Darius, you're getting weird, bro.
There he is.
Shout out to Polo in the building.
Hey, Polo.
You know what I'm saying? He said I ain't.
He said, I ain't even roasting.
That's what's up. But no, man. All right. So
Appreciate it.
Sure, thanks, whatever. But that's what's up. All right, so let's move forward a little bit. So you're starting to come into your own as an artist.
Yeah.
Moving from like the guy's property.
Moving from BGB.
You know, all of that, right? Did you get to a point to where you felt like you were like living in the shadow of the family legacy?
No, I never feel like
Yeah.
that. I'm the family.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I'm a part of the shadow.
Yeah, you're a part of the
like
shadow.
that.
I love that.
I don't feel that way.
Cause you know you hear some artists that they say, well, you know, my cousin is so and so, my mom is so and so, my brother is so and so, and I wanna get out from under that, and I wanna be my own person. Be my own,
I'm not under it. I'm a part of it.
Absolutely.
And I'm proud. I'm proud of who my mama is. I'm proud of who my brother is.
Yeah.
I'm proud of who my sister is.
Yeah.
She whoop your ass.
Yeah.
I'm proud of all of it.
Right on.
Yeah,
So no,
that's dope.
I don't feel that way.
That's dope.
Not at all.
I love to hear that. I love to hear that.
Is there any pressure?
From
Okay.
no.
Already.
You just do you.
She said from.
Because she said she is the shadow. She is the pressure.
No, I didn't
She
say
is
that.
the pressure.
I said I'm a part of the shadow.
Well, part
She's
of the
a part
shadow.
of the
Like
pressure.
we are the shadow.
Yeah.
The
I
umbrella.
love it.
I'm up under there.
Aaron said your mom was her choir teacher at BF Durrell.
Yeah.
She said she loved her some Missy Wright.
Yes. Now, let me know when y'all ready to touch on my mama.
Let's talk. Let's talk
That's
about
beautiful.
it.
Thank you, Aaron.
Let's talk about it. What is it? Do you was she able to separate mom from music person?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, she was. That's why her name is right there.
Right.
Because, yes, she knew how to separate mom from music person.
Music. Yeah. Okay. I
Was
got
she like the mad? Was she like the Maddie Moss? She throw something at you.
No, she wasn't a Maddie Mouse.
I tell you what, my cousin, so your mom taught at my elementary school, Lisbon.
Uh-huh.
Now, she was teaching there after I left, but my cousin Aldrin,
Ooh, the McCullough.
dude, it was Miss C right this, Miss C right that, Miss C right this. And we was like, okay, Aldrin. But he just, Miss C right. And I mean, your mom, she's major at Lisbon. Big ups to Lisbon. But I mean, to see what she did with the music at Lisbon, to see the impact that she did at Lisbon, and to hear about it from my cousin. I mean, your mom is really, really dope. I mean, there's nothing too small. Some people, they get things underneath their belt and they feel like they're too big or whatever. But your mom, I've never experienced her like that. She's very humble.
She is. My mom is the greatest. She's really the one responsible for all this foolishness. And that's facts.
Yeah.
That's why Aldrin is her godson.
Yes.
And not just Aldrin, like so many. But she didn't waste any time imparting. She didn't waste any time teaching. She didn't waste any time. She didn't let nothing slip. They like to say, no child left behind. When it comes to her in music, you're going to know what a whole note is. You're going to know what a half note is. You're going to know what a rest is. And that's just the way she was. She taught music.
Yeah.
And when she saw something great in you, she knew how to pull it out because she knew kids. She knew her students. She knows a child's mind, and she can look at any child, and especially the bad ones. And
The
she
ones with
can
the silver
see,
teeth.
a whole president in you, or a philanthropist, or
Yeah. She did
Just-
real deep.
she does.
Yeah.
And she has that ability. That's her superpower. She has that
Right.
ability when it comes to her students, and it don't take long. It don't take long for her to recognize that in anybody. So you come to her classroom, you the shyest, she gonna give you the leading role in her plays. And that's how she is. She is a beauty.
Do you ever see yourself, or do you ever feel yourself walking in those same characteristics?
I'm still trying to get my life together so that I can do remotely, what she does, how she just transforms young people just by being who she is. There's a light that she gives off, and that's just who she is. But she has the wisdom to know when to let young people just be young people.
Right.
And that's why we're here. That's why you have God's property. That's why we had Inspired. That's why we have God's property, because she said she saw something in us, and she said they need, and God matched that with her vision. And here we are. But what she did with God's property, she does every day in her classroom.
Wow.
She's still teaching.
Yes.
She retired and went back. And we looking like,
Right.
but what can we
doing?
say?
Right.
We ain't gonna say nothing,
Right.
but we gonna twirl our
Right.
thumbs.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But that's
Just
who
when
she
it's just in
is.
you.
Gino
know.
said, Gino Eigelhart, shout out. Thank you for joining
Shout out
us.
to
Dope
Gino.
interview
Yeah.
last week. Gino said, Miss C. Wright is a true nurturer. She knew our gifts she knew our gifts were important to the world way before we did.
Way before we did.
And I've seen that. You know, she has a knack of pulling it out.
Yeah, that's her superpower.
You do the same?
Do I do the same?
Yeah.
So what I like to say is, because I'm a singer, but I have an awesome ear. But when it comes to, singing, I can always recognize if you can sing. It don't take me long.
Right.
If I'm working with you, if we co-workers and you over there singing at your desk, that's all I need.
Yeah, like a little hum.
You can sing, I think that part I get from my mom as far as seeing the potential in people, and what they can do, and that's all I need. You can sing. You know what? You can sing. Come on over here, and let's help you. Or just, now we ain't trying to help you or change it. Just come be a part of what we're doing, because I heard you, and you can sing, and that's it. But definitely the other part that I get from my mom is, I always say I should have started a choir a long time ago. I work well with choirs and voices, and absolutely I got that from my mom. That's her specialty, directing and singers, and shaping and developing skills in singers, and giving them the education, the musical education that they need, the background in music that they need, teaching them how to read music and teaching them what a note is, like I said earlier. That's my mom's specialty, and that's definitely, I got that too.
Love it.
Yeah.
I got you.
Love it.
I got you. That's super dope. Let me ask you this. I'm gonna pivot for a second. Where you are now in your career? What advice would you give to yourself maybe 10, 15 years ago? If you would have run across, if Rolex was to run in the Rochella.
Is Anthony watching?
I don't know who Anthony is.
As well.
Okay. No, I don't think so. I'm not sure. I don't know.
I don't know. Advice I would give to myself 15 years ago? I don't know. If it's
Your younger self.
just be you. Stay in your lane.
Yeah.
If you get the space and opportunity to venture out, and if you get exposed to different, musical backgrounds and different work and different experiences here and there, take notes. But do the best you can. Don't be afraid. Learn lyrics.
Okay. What would her response be to you?
Who? Her to me?
Yeah.
She gonna be looking at me like I'm crazy.
Yeah. Is that
She
right?
would look at me like, okay.
Yeah. That was her
Because
back then. Yeah.
But I would tell her to go learn a lot of lyrics, maybe as much as she can, to avoid a lot of mayhem.
Man.
But yeah, it's hard to answer that question. We're content on not changing anything of your past. I wouldn't change a thing. But if I had to say something to my younger self, it would be learn more lyrics.
I got you.
Depending on the type of artist that you want to be, be sure of the type of artist that you want to be. But don't ever let anybody try to, make you be, who you're not. Or always be true to yourself. Stay in your lane.
Where you see yourself going from here?
Everywhere. I always quote Lauryn Hill when she said, "All I wanted was to sell 500." I want to get my music out. I want the world to hear my music.
I want to hear it.
I wrote a song with Daniel called "I'm Ready,"
Okay.
and I believe I'm safe in quoting the lyrics. Been through enough demos. I'm ready for the album.
Gotcha.
Don't need another interlude, intro, outro. We about to make moves. We don't wrote all the verses. It's time for the chorus. Blah blah blah. you know,
Yeah.
all the glitz and the glamour. We don't need none of that. I'm ready.
Okay.
So that means a lot to me. That means I'm not really, really after the glitz and the glamour.
Right.
A lot of people are.
Yeah.
But I want the world to hear my music. That's
Right.
what's important to me. You know, I want the world to hear my message, what that is. And, of course, I want them to hear my voice and love that, too. We want them to like what they're hearing,
Right.
you know,
right.
or we're going to be the next meme.
Right. Right.
But, yeah, that's all. That's all I want. So my writing means a lot to me, and the music, working with the right producers, the right musicians, the right bands, you know, means a lot to me.
That's what's
I
up.
got word Aswolf is watching.
As he should.
And D'Anthony said the GOAT. Aswolf said tell
Oh, Lord.
he said tell them we working on our record now.
Yes, we are.
Okay.
We are working on our record now. Love Session, as well has worked. And Love Session Orchestra is working on the record now.
Okay.
And
That's
it's
what's
coming
up.
out. It's going to be a beautiful ass thing.
That's
I
what's
can't
up.
wait.
Nice.
I
Yeah.
can't wait either.
That's
Because
what's
it's
up.
going down.
Yeah. Shout out to the Aswolf.
Yes, collection.
Yeah,
The Aswell collection.
Yeah, man.
Gino said he still has a song for you, T. Shelley.
Oh, send it to me.
Speaking of,
Gino who?
we Gino.
Oh, Gino
Like G-
Igehart.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Like Johnson. Yeah.
I'm here for it.
So so since we're talking about your original music, a while back you did a tune called "Gotta Go." Gotta Go. Now, this was put out as a single, or was it supposed to be an album, or
It was just a single.
it was just a single? Okay. So if you don't mind, like because you know, listening to that tune, like that was a deep tune.
It
like
was.
it was a deep tune. Like was if you don't mind me asking, was this like from personal experience? Okay. So
It came from a special place.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So just talk about the tune "Gotta Go" for a second. Like
Speak on that special.
like
Yes. So I went through a domestic violence relationship. For about 4 years, I was in this relationship, and it was touch and go. It got it got heavy.
Yeah.
So I found my way out of that, and then God gave me the song.
Okay.
Gotta go. You're in it. You're blinded. You're silenced. You're scared. You're ashamed. You're prideful. And you're just, you just don't want to say
Right.
nothing. So I went through it. I got through it. Thank God.
Right.
And so I'm grateful that God put me on that side of it, where I can get over it. Everybody don't get over that.
Absolutely.
Everybody don't survive domestic violence,
That part.
but I survived it, and I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful that He gave me that mind to survive it. I'm grateful that He gave me thoughts to think on, these things, to get through it. So when I wrote the song, I just wrote the truth, and that's just what came out. It touched me first, the song, and I just went with it.
Yeah.
Shout out to Antone O'Malbert that produced that for me. Shout out to Daytron Cook. Shout out to Cleon. Shout out to Spud, if y'all know Spud. They all played on that song.
Okay.
I recorded it at Antone's house.
Okay.
And if I'm missing anybody that Antone probably called over there to hit on the track, or I probably just shout out to you too. But yeah, that song means a lot to me because that's my moment. And your story is not everybody's story. And I never try to make, you know, sometimes I joke around and I actually say I went through my Ike and Tina moment. You know, but I mean, it's not a joke, but I never want to put myself out there as if I went through that, but I went through this, and this is my story, and that's it. I wrote from my experience.
Was it tough putting pen to paper and actually putting that out there?
I was gonna ask that too.
Only a little bit, because I I realized the song had to be written. I just wrote it. You know, I just sat down one day and, you know, I just started writing, and that's what came out. So I realized I had to get this song out. You know, I wanted whoever hears it, if it speaks to you, good. Please get the hell out.
Yeah,
Get out of there, man or woman.
yeah.
You know, it doesn't matter. So I can only hope that, you know, my writing it wasn't in vain. It continues to bless me though. You know, a lot of the stuff that we do, it has to touch you first. It has to mean something to you first before the world catches on. So it means a whole hell of a lot to me, that song. Gotta go. And I apply it to a lot of areas of my life.
Right.
I was about to ask.
Because it doesn't. If you listen to it, like,
Yeah.
if you listen to it, like, you can use it, like, you know, take it for what it is, or you can use it as a metaphor for other situations that you just
You
need to get out
can.
of.
Anything that you're not supposed to be a part of.
Yeah.
Anything, a woman's intuition is a really, really very, very important thing. So if you feeling those vibes, women, sisters, get the hell out. Whatever it is that you're in.
I was gonna ask, in your writing sessions, and or the moments that you feel like you want to write, do you ever find yourself drifting back as a domestic violence person that's overcame that? Do you ever feel yourself sometimes drifting back and feeling those moments while you're writing, or revisiting those moments and then grabbing from those moments and writing more, you know?
No, I don't revisit the moments, but I never forget. You never forget. I can't say I revisit them though. No, I'm not. We're not that. But you know, keeping it real. You know, yeah, I went through that. But when it comes to writing, I don't know. Different. I guess it's different for different writers. When a song comes to you, when lyrics come to you, that's a bless.
Listen.
For a singer that don't know lyrics,
Okay.
No,
when a song comes to you, that's yours,
appreciate
and
it, yeah.
you know, that's a blessing. But I just wrote what I knew.
yes.
I just wrote what I knew.
So-
but it didn't take me too far back though.
So far as being like a songwriter, does that process do it come to you like just quick all the time, or it just depends on what's?
It depends
That's
on
a good question.
the atmosphere I'm writing in. Sometimes it just comes to me. Sometimes I get songs in my dreams. Y'all have heard people say that before. I always say, my brother, that's why I hate to hear me say how I want to write. I want to write with the producer. Like, we going in the studio, we tracking, we got a writing session. Not a writing session, just this is what we doing. Like, I don't even want to label it. This is what we doing. We're going in the studio. And I'm used to, you know, a certain musical lifestyle. I'll say that. We go in the studio, be in the studio all day.
Right.
While these ninjas in here tracking, I'm not just over here twirling around.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sitting down, I'm writing too.
Yeah.
So when they creating music, I'm coming up with all kind of hooks and choruses and verses, you know. And by the time we come together or whatever, it's like, yo, you got something to this? You know, as a matter of fact,
Yeah.
I do.
Right.
You know, when we come together, we do what we do. We've been doing it. We've been here all day
Right.
doing what we do.
Right.
Do you play
So-
any like?
Actually, my brother taught me like 8 chords on the piano. And these 8 chords came from the great Jimmy.
Oh, okay.
Jimmy White. Okay. We did a
Oh,
workshop.
you got you some good
for-
fat ones then. That's some
did.
good fat chords right there.
Listen,
Yeah.
you got a keyboard. we did a mighty program with Jimmy White years ago. It was a recording, and don't quote me, because I'm not good about remembering.
Remember lyrics.
Gotcha. This is my story. This is my song. Praising the Lord all the day long. He played 8 chords and remixed that during that recording. And I said, Spud, what's them chords? He taught me those chords, and I've been playing those 8 chords for the past 20 years. Listen, I got like 10 songs
With
on those 8 chords.
Hey,
You want to hear one right now? I got you.
That's what's up.
But yeah.
Yeah, I only asked that question because me being a musician, producer, and all of that, coming across some singers that play verses that don't know how to play at all. Sometimes, or when they bring a song idea, sometimes it's like it doesn't match up with some reason, or the melody be kind of weird. Like, well, they kind of switch it. No, but this feel good. I like, yeah, but it don't feel right. So yeah, then with artists or singers that already know how to play, the process is so much easier because they already give you an idea. Well, we could go here in this direction. Just sauce it up a little bit.
I can still go there. I can still sauce it up.
Yeah.
I still know where you're going, but I don't know it on paper like you do.
Yeah.
So,
Got you.
But you know those 8 chords though.
Yeah, nah.
You know those 8 chords. You just
I
need
know them
those.
8 chords. I got you with them 8 chords.
Just put these 8 chords somewhere in the song.
Listen, you got your alternative rock with them 8 chords. Got your country with them 8 chords. I got your R&B with them 8 chords. I got your reggae with them 8 chords. I got your gospel all day long with them 8 chords.
A Rolex
Yeah.
album entitled 8 chords.
Yeah, let's do it.
Wow.
I can see that.
It might be a little boring.
I don't know.
With them just
the
the 8 chords,
chords.
just some 8 chords.
Oh nah. It can
Every
work.
song gonna be in those same.
It can work.
That actually be dope.
Uh-oh.
If you could.
We can just incorporate some
Yeah.
other
Yeah,
chords.
I
in
mean.
it.
Nah, just
Sometime.
8. Just 8.
Just
8
8
chords,
eight.
and you create some songs with
We
those
just
8
need them 8.
chords. You know?
It's 8 people watching right now. Come
Make
on,
that.
Harley,
Hey, I mean, to be honest, all you gotta do is mashups, and it just use the same makeup.
Those 8 chords. You right. You right.
Yeah.
Those are some spectacular chords. Though.
Spectacular chord.
I wish I could sound them out for you, but no.
So
I can only play them.
let's talk about this moment in time that everybody knows about. The Layla Hathaway moment.
Yes.
Let's discuss that for a
Please.
second.
Yes, play it.
Please, please.
So just talk about that day, just in general.
That day?
I mean, just that day.
Like, start from the beginning. You got out the shower.
Man,
You
look.
took a shit. You ate something.
Right.
You woke up this morning
Right.
with a smile on your face.
Right.
So y'all want to know all
You brush your
the
teeth.
leading up
Nah, but
until
nah.
the
Is that what she did?
I've been practicing ever since.
But no. So you got the you got the situation. Now, were you the background singer for the whole album?
Yes.
The whole album, right?
Me, Peaches, and Katya.
Right.
Yes, ma'am.
And all right. So, had you worked with Layla Hathaway before?
Worked? No. That was my first professional work with her.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is this something that's rehearsed, or is it something like
It was not rehearsed. Prior to recording that you all see, we went over the song twice, and then we put it down.
Okay.
That was
Okay.
it.
So and it's like you can see in that moment that like when she did that, all of y'all was like, oh shit, like that what
Yeah.
just happened?
That's what happened.
That's exactly what
So prior to that, so it was a week for that whole recording. So that was the Snarky Puppy
Family
Volume
Dinner.
1, Family Dinner.
yeah.
That was the first one. So I found out that they were doing the Snarky Puppy family dinner. I found out that they were doing that.
Okay.
And I remember texting my brother, and I said, I'm going to be on this album.
Oh, okay.
I was not a part of this
Oh, okay.
album.
Okay.
I said, I'm going to be on this album.
So you bullied your way in there. Got you.
Not bullied. I just spoke. I think I just spoke.
Spoke earnestly.
Earnest. Call it what you want. But shortly after, Spud called me and said, hey,
Yeah.
you on it or whatever. I was like, oh, okay.
Now she's getting it.
It's on. So a week, it's just a week. Went through all the other songs, but it wasn't that long. Like they sent me what I needed, and but we created. Corey Henry gave us the BGBs.
Okay.
All of that was created in that moment.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Prior to putting us in the red.
And that was actually already, that was one of her songs that she had already done, just rearranged, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it was her song already. Of course, the band knew. Spud had already rearranged it, and the guys had already rearranged it, and they knew what they was doing.
Okay.
But the week that we got there,
Right.
we were told. They told us what to do in that moment. They figured all of that. I'll say, all of that was figured out in that moment. So, yeah, that was the greatest. And she specifically said, "No, we're gonna keep it as is.
Okay.
Don't do too much. Of course, they're gonna make sure it sounds good.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was what you got. So I always say, when you're listening to something and you hear her say, "Come on, come on, come on,"
Yeah.
Yes, because I was going to ask about that.
Yeah.
she's talking to me.
She's talking to you.
Oh, okay.
She's telling me to come on because she couldn't hear me.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
I was going to ask.
Oh,
Because
wow.
I was like, well, who's she talking to?
That's how real that's how real it is. That moment is. I'm singing,
Yeah.
but she can hear me. So she's like, "Come on, come on, come on." So I'm singing harder, like something.
I was just about to say, were you singing the tenor?
You and I, something.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Yes. Your niece, Cora Robin.
Hey, Cora.
She said, "Hi, T. Shelley,
Hey,
from
baby.
your favorite niece,
Yeah.
Cora,
The tall one.
The tall one.
the tall one."
That's funny. So again, is this like, so everything is happening in this moment? Do you
Yeah.
think that it's going to explode the way it did?
I had
and
no idea.
that you were
mean,
you were
Grammy.
part of history.
No,
at that
like
point.
mind you, I'm trying not to fuck up.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I'm realizing that we're doing this. It's live, and the way Snarky Puppy operates. They introduced me, to that style of recording.
Yeah.
I've recorded all my life. I've recorded before, but that was different.
That was different.
That live experience. It was an experience for even us that were doing. Sorry,
No, you good.
even us that were doing the work.
Yeah.
It was different. So they always have invited people to be a part of that live experience. So for us who had never done that, it's like, okay, it's people in the audience. It's just so. But still, this is a very raw and uncut experience.
Right.
And that's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
And that's what y'all got. But it was just very real. That you still have a job to do. I still need to sing my note. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I still need this. I still need that.
Yeah.
But I think I was when she hit us with the
What? Say it again. Rolex. Say it again when she hit you with the what?
Oh man. That is funny.
when she hit us it's like, wait, did she just do that?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Is that what I just heard in my?
Yeah.
Because you know the mix was. Did she just do that?
That's wild.
And
yeah.
I think the first person I looked at was my brother.
Yeah. Your brother had to get off the drums for a second. He
Yeah,
was
like,
"Whoa."
what
Trying
just
to,
happened?
you know, and then what you guys got, she did it the first time. She did it once before.
Okay.
And then she did it again. So the first time she did it, she did 2 chords. And on the recording, you guys got when she did it
3
she
times.
did
Oh, okay.
that last.
Yeah, when she
did it
walked
the
in
third
there.
time.
Yeah.
That's why you guys see the reaction that she said, because she had already did it. But y'all saw the reaction because she threw an extra chord in there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's like, wait, we still processing the first time she did it.
Right.
And then the second time she did it, she threw an extra chord.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
Right.
I have a question
yes, ma'am.
for singers,
Uh-oh.
BGVs.
Nope. That's my lane.
How, when someone like Layla Hathaway, right, somebody who's well established, when she said, "Come on," I know some people who are so self-righteous that would, I know she ain't talking to me, I am singing my part type of stuff. What would you like? How did you feel in that moment, and what would you speak to them? Like, cause I feel like it's not like the fact that you were able to, you know, differentiate. She's not telling me I'm not doing well. She's saying, "Hey, I can't hear you. Give me more."
Yeah.
Versus somebody thinking, "Oh, I know what I'm doing." Type of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, speak to that, please.
So when you're recording live like that, it's a lot of different things going on. A lot of instruments going live at the same time. So I didn't take it as that at all. I just took it as she just simply couldn't hear me. So when it happened, of course, I'm singing. I'm gonna continue to sing. I'm naturally I'm gonna sing louder. But it wasn't until after the fact that I realized when she sang this, it's because she can't hear me. You know, it wasn't in the moment that I realized it. I didn't know in the moment because we doing this. You know, it's happening. It wasn't until after. It wasn't
And you
until
weren't in your feelings and
what?
yes, but I, you know.
No, it ain't got to be all of that. It's not what it's time for. If you know,
You
we came to do a
professional.
job, we get. That's all it is. Nope. You know, just keep it with it. These things happen. A lot goes on when you are recording live.
Yeah.
When everybody is literally playing what they're supposed to play at the same time at this time, and this is it. It's live. This is it. This is the recording. So your mindset has to be where it needs to be in order for you to operate on that type of level.
That's good.
You know, for you to even be in the picture on that type of level, you have to be in the right mindset. So if you're not there professionally, you know, if you're thinking like, you know, I don't know, she ain't talking. If you're thinking like that, you're probably not in the room.
Yeah.
Because it's no room for that. We're all there for a purpose. We're all there for a work. We're all there to have fun. We're all there for a ministry.
You simply don't have time.
We're all
to.
there for, you know, to do this, and it's time to put the hat on. It's time to put me in the red. It's
Yes.
time to go.
Right.
So there's not a lot of room for,
How do you?
know, that
How does it
aspect
feel
of
to feel? How does it feel to know that God trusted you to bless you with that opportunity?
Blessed and highly flavored. It feels it feels wonderful. I'm glad to know that I'm able to hold down such a task.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't take it for granted ever that, you know, God blessed me with what he blessed me with, and I ain't nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm just me. I'm just another I'm just see right at it. Dang. Let me explain that.
Right.
Before y'all go too far with that. Because I went to arts. Sput was there. He came out in 93. My sister was there. She came out in 95. I don't know what year.
Yeah.
But when I went, I always joke and say when the teacher saw my name on the roster, on the school roster, they probably said another C, right? So that's why. That's where that comes from. But yeah.
I got you. So now, of course, we all know that moment. Well, what was your other, like, some of your other favorite moments from the Volume 1 Family Dinner album?
Really?
Yeah.
My another favorite moment.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about it. So when I got the call, Spud called me and said, "Hey, you on it?" or whatever he said. I hung up and went crazy, cried or whatever. Packing or whatever. So he said, Christopher LaFon, shout out to Christopher LaFon, God rest his soul. He was appointed to pick me up from the airport. I got there after everyone. He was appointed, he picked me up from the airport and we were scheduled to go to the hotel.
Okay.
So I'm only knowing, if you know Robert Seawright, you only know there's just so much information, you know.
Okay.
It's honestly speaking,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
I mean, So he let me know, hey, they gonna scoop you. You gonna go to the hotel, drop off your stuff, and then they gonna bring you to the venue. So we're at the hotel. We get to the hotel. I go to the front desk. I'm ready.
Yeah.
Ready to drop my stuff off. So I tell the young lady, "Hi, how you doing? I'm here. I'm with a party you may have under the name of Snarky Puppy." He didn't tell me whose name my room was under.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm shooting out if you have a party of Snarky Puppy or Michael League or I didn't say my brother's name at all. I said, "Do you have a room for Rochelle? Is he right?" She's like, "No."
Okay.
None of that.
Okay.
I said, "So you don't have a large party here for Snarky Puppy?" Like when it got serious, I was like, "No, seriously.
Yeah.
Do you have a party here? Is there anybody else in the hotel under Snarky Puppy?" Because I didn't have a lot to go on.
Yeah.
She's like, "No." It wasn't working.
Okay.
So I turned to the driver, Christopher. I said, "You know what? Let's get," not talking to her.
Yeah.
I said, "Let's get Spud on the phone."
Yeah.
She said, "Did you say Spud?"
Oh, okay.
Y'all see my delivery?
Yeah.
I said, "Were you listening?"
Yeah.
I said, "Yeah." "Spud, you have that name?" She said, "I see a room here that's listed under Spud's sister."
Okay.
Spud sister.
Wow.
Spud sister.
Sister.
You see my...
Yeah.
Now here I am.
Right.
I know the artist that's on this album. So I'm
Yeah.
already knowing I'm coming to sing for Layla.
Right.
I'm in.
Right.
Yeah.
She said, "I'm in."
Like, nah. Just another C, right? Just another C, right?
She said, "I have a room under Spud's sister." She said, "Is that you?" I said, "Yes, ma'am, that's me."
See, right?
I said, "Ma'am, are you serious?" She said, "Yeah, it's right here, Spud's sister room."
Not,
said,
not
okay.
even your name.
I said, "Well, ma'am, I do have a name."
Yeah.
I said, "Do you need my ID or you just gonna give me this room?" She said, "No, you're fine. I trust you are who you are." I said, "You don't need to see nothing."
Right.
"No, you're fine." So
Just
my
never
room
see right.
You could have been
by myself
Wow.
was under Spud's sister.
Spud sister.
So
That
there's
is
more.
hilarious.
I drop my stuff off. He takes me to the venue. So all the techs and workers and then, they're all loading dock. It's lit.
Yeah. It's a lot
You can
going on.
imagine.
Oh yeah.
It's lit. They coming in and coming out.
Get set up.
So he's walking me through the venue, through the loading, and everybody's like, everybody's like, "Oh, okay, hey, Christopher, hey, who is this? Oh, what? Hey. So he's like, "Hey, you know who this is? At first, they're like, whatever. Where y'all need to go?
Yeah.
So he's like, this is Spud's sister. And they're like, oh my God, for real? It's like, oh, for real, word. Oh, right this way.
Yeah.
And it was literally like that when I arrived, you know, in Virginia to do that record. And I mean, I'm already knowing this is my
So
brother.
what's on the credits? Spud sister. That's not on the credits.
It should have been.
Right.
But I did create my Twitter page as Spud Sister.
Sister.
And I thought about changing it, but no, I'm going to keep it Spud Sister. Because there's a story behind it.
Yeah.
And that's a moment I will never forget.
That's hilarious.
Like,
Man.
who does that?
Yeah.
Oh, we got a room under Spud. Oh, you got a whole room under
That
Spud
is
Sister.
funny. Man,
That's hilarious. No name, no nothing. You could have been anybody.
that's a good gig tail right there.
And then getting there, and it was like, oh, hey. Oh, yeah, this is Spud Sister. Oh, hey.
It's different.
They just changed.
It's different.
Isn't that hilarious?
Yeah, that's funny.
And then we actually had a family dinner, you know, following
Oh,
that
wow, okay.
recording.
Okay.
Yes, Mike set it up for everybody to dine together. It was a
dope.
beautiful experience.
That's dope.
And it came time for us to sign something for the chef that had provided all of that. And I went to sign my name. It was like, you know how you gotta sign that. They stopped me from signing my name
Like,
and said,
I don't care
you're not
about none
supposed
of
to
that.
sign it. And I signed it, Spud Sisters to the chef.
Hilarious.
Yes, that's who I am. That's who I told
Have
I
you
am.
come up with a signature for Spud
No,
Sister?
no.
Man,
We're not.
Need to
That's
patent.
enough.
you get you some.
It ain't that deep.
To get you a
what's up.
T-shirt, Spud
Right.
sister.
No, it's enough. It's enough. We ain't gonna do all that. It's enough.
We good. But hey, listen, we got Miss Rolex in the building.
Yeah.
Having a super dope conversation,
Oh,
learning a
Shelly.
lot.
Here. Yeah.
Learning a lot. Hey, listen, we about to take a real short break real quick. Pay some bills. We got some ads. Y'all make sure y'all
Got
keep
some ads,
tuning
too.
in. I missed you, Lou.
Yeah, we
I
here.
ain't got that.
I ain't
all
went
day.
nowhere. I'm still here.
Oh, okay. Well, it's good to know. It's good to know. And listen, if y'all got any questions, comments, concerns, anything like that, man, please hit us up. Let us know. Got a lot of the family in the building. Also,
I think your mom is watching.
I hope so. Hey,
Because
Mom.
Cora
Yeah.
said Nanny wanted me to let you know she is watching.
Yes.
okay,
Hello,
that's what's
mother.
up.
Her
Hello.
mother is watching.
Yes.
Okay.
Great.
Her mother is watching.
That's
I mean,
that's great
are we?
to know.
Are we?
Yeah, that's great to know. Anyway, we about to take a real short break. Pause for the calls. Please don't go anywhere. We are gonna be right back. And remember, don't bust that nut just yet. We will be right back.
Your mother is watching.
She fine.
Hey, dog, he said he ain't going to the prom. I'll knock your dick in the dick.
Need a moment to rewind, ease the mind, just wind down. And to breathe tranquility, just need to see some palm trees now. I wanna lay up.
You don't have to be a used to be my angel, then you switched. You don't have to be a used to be my angel, then you switched. You just switched it to a
magic, oh you got the magic, magic, I cannot imagine, magic, girl you got the magic, I cannot imagine, yeah, imagine.
Y'all, I finally did it. I finally finished my first ebook, From Overlooked to Overbooked, the blueprint to a successful career as a musician. Y'all, I poured my heart and soul over this ebook, compiling information from many years of experience that I feel would be beneficial to anybody who's looking to level up their career as a musician. I got so many topics on there, 10 different topics on there, talking about EPKs, professionalism, the gear to use. Go over to my link in bio, check out my ebook, follow me as I give more daily tips in regards to this topic to your future.
I get weary, I get angry, get needy, I get greedy. And people don't believe me when I say that. These are the things I see. These are the things when I'm looking at myself in the mirror. These are the things I see. These are the things I see. Up in the mirror, mirror.
See, I'm a photographer. Feel what I'm saying? So if they say a picture is worth 1,000 words, it's my job to make sure they hear every last one of them. I got you.
I gotta share this feeling. It feels good to be loved by you. It feels good to be loved by you. It feels good to be loved by you. It feels good to be loved by you.
check
Wow,
1, 2.
that's
Mic
wild.
check.
Go ahead.
That
We
is
good.
wild.
I'm glad I checked.
We are now.
All right.
Listen, I have to work that into my.
Yeah,
I'm
regular.
not used to
all
having to do
good.
everything.
Work it in.
I'm used to Jay getting up off the couch and unmuting. I'm not used to being the sound man too.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, excellent.
Yeah, I just wanted to check, so we won't get into it.
We good.
All right.
That's not the sound, man. Just-
Well, thank you, Professor Melville, for all that you do. We appreciate your hospitality.
No problem.
All
I
your
don't mind.
all your services are greatly appreciated.
just literally one place.
So
Oh, he said, tell me we working on my record now.
yeah, so we back,
He
man.
said,
We had to
tell me
take
we
a.
working on my record now. Go ahead.
We here? We good?
Yeah,
All
we
right,
straight.
Y'all not talking about me, are you?
Nah,
No?
you
Okay.
good. Nah, you good.
All right, so we back. We had to take a quick pause for the pause or pause for the cause. Have you want to say it? We did what we did.
Say it like that.
So make sure you guys subscribe to our YouTube channel, DFW Shed Sessions. Follow us on Facebook, DFW, the DFW Shed Sessions FB page.
All right.
Yeah, we got together.
You okay, Lou?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right.
Also, you can follow us on TikTok and Instagram under the DF. You can follow us under DFW _Shed
You
Sessions.
sound like me, Lou.
Oh, we good. I'm getting it together. I'm having a little tongue twister, but we
Yeah,
good.
it's all good.
So let's get to these social media plugs. Professor Melwell, where can we find you on social media?
Yes, you can find me on all social media platforms under Professor Melville. That is Professor Melville.
Well, all right. Always short and sweet. Okay.
That's all.
My good brother, JL Groove, where can we
What up, though?
This where the long one goes.
where can we find you on OnlyFans, brother?
You can find me on OnlyFans.
Her mother is watching.
Girl, my mama know.
Goodness.
Didn't I say she's probably suspicious?
We talking about
Hey,
OnlyFans.
Michelle,
You know them
Mama
church
Michelle.
fans that you have when you know.
Nah, I'm talking about the other one.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
Hey,
Michelle.
Michelle.
Now, Facebook, Instagram, JL Groove. Instagram, who is JL Groove? You can find me. You can find me on those platforms. If you want to ride this funk train, go ahead and follow me on Facebook and Instagram under Funk Your Feelings. That's FUNKYO Feelings. You can follow me there. Also, if you want to dabble in one of my mini conglomerates, that's another Groove project. That's another Groove project on Facebook and Instagram. Photography, videography, marketing, merch, and all the other stuff that I do. Like I said, OnlyFans is Brother Big Below. You can find me on there too, Brother Big Below.
Well, all right.
Lou,
It was like a
Lou. Can you please
You
put
all
us
right?
back on the right track? Lou,
All right.
where can
Rolex,
we
you all
find
right?
you?
You good?
No, you had your chance.
I just asked her was she all right.
I'm
That's
good.
all. Okay. As long as you good, I'm okay.
Okay. Well, you can find
Lou,
me.
where can we find you? While he over here doing the most.
You can find me on Instagram, Lou Paul Beats. You can find me on TikTok, Lou Paul Beats. I also have music out and available. You can check it out on all streaming platforms under Lou Paul Beats. Got some cool hip hop instrumental music. Add to your playlist. Feel so freely. Also, I meant to add also for DFW Shed Sessions, if you guys would like to partake in contributions and leave your donations, you can leave it with our Zelle under DFW Shed Sessions at gmail.com.
Turn to your neighbor and say that ain't much.
Yeah, ain't much at all.
That ain't much at all. Go ahead and leave
Come
something
on,
in
somebody. Yeah, so Ms. Rolex, where
Yeah.
can we find you on social media?
Well, you can find me on Facebook under Rochella Hawan.
Mm-hmm.
You can find me on Instagram under Rochella Hawan. Also, I think it's the Rolex in there somewhere. Everything is synced. You can also find me on TikTok under either Baby Lynn or
Okay.
Lynetta something. If you get lucky, but no, that's just my baby. You might come across me.
Okay. Float
but
somewhere in there.
It's pretty much Facebook and Instagram for me right now.
Okay.
So
You can find me on Apple Music under Rolex ROLX. Gotta go.
gotta go.
Cool.
Gotta go. So two things real quick. Pronounce your last name again.
See right.
No, well, not C right. I'm sorry. Howan.
Hawan.
I think we've been saying Howan for the longest.
Probably. You probably have.
Cause we finding out that we've been pronouncing a lot of people name wrong this whole time, and then we get them on the podcast, and then we get them on the podcast. We're like, no, it's not Brienne, it's Brianne.
No, it is Rochella Hawan. Hawan is my middle name.
Hawan.
That I chose to share with the world. A very, very long time ago.
Got you.
People thought I was married. No.
Would you get married?
We're not married.
Right.
Hawan is my middle name.
Okay.
And it's Rochella Hawan.
That's
from
beautiful.
my auntie. My mom named me after my auntie.
Okay.
Hawan King. Shout out.
Shout out.
Veteran.
All right. Ain't nothing wrong with that. So, you mentioned Gotta Go again. Right. You mentioned Gotta Go. Now, Gotta Go, that came out or was supposed to come out or came out or whatever around like 2015.
So Gotta Go was introduced. Talking about it now, it was introduced in 2015.
2015.
I was under the management company. Helped me introduce Gotta Go.
Okay.
Was it created under them? I think I already wrote it, or everything happened around the same time. Around the same time that I connected with that management company.
Okay.
Was around the same time that I was writing and started doing Gotta Go. So a lot was done under that management company, or some work was done under them. So I was able to kind of get the word out, you know. My main focus has always been get in the studio, work. Without the work, what are we doing?
Right.
We need merch. We need product. We need work.
Right.
We need music.
Right.
Yeah.
We have no content.
Let's get in the studio.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to get in the studio.
You still trying to get in the studio.
Come on, somebody.
All right.
But yeah, so under that company, I was under the impression that we went as far as releasing it. But no, it wasn't released. It was revealed.
Okay. Something of the nature.
It was released somewhat.
It came out with a slip on, maybe.
It was leaked.
There was, because October is the month of, that's it's a lot of awareness month for October.
Yeah.
But we targeted domestic violence awareness month because of the song itself. So during that time, in 2015, I was under the impression that it was released, but it wasn't released. It was just, you can hear the song.
It was a peekaboo.
For these purposes.
Yeah.
It was some type of, peek.
Yeah.
Sneak peek or something like that. But, I released the song in 22.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was it 22? 22.
It's in 22.
23?
It was one of them 20s?
One of them 20s.
It was one of them 20s.
Yeah, one of them 20s.
It was one of them 20s.
Because I released, I didn't say anything about it. I just released it.
Okay. So what's the what happened with the management company?
So they decided to go in another direction. The communication wasn't all what I would have preferred it to be, without saying too much. But we have to go through those things. We have to go through what we go through. I felt like as an artist, I was left asking questions like, well, what did I do? And I've never been an artist before. I'm a BGV.
Right.
Like, come on, y'all.
Right.
I all that I've done, all that I've done,
Right.
I've done by being a BGV.
Yeah.
I'm not a solo artist. I've never been, you know what I'm saying? I'm just now doing this stuff. I've always been a BGV.
All of that.
So trying to become anything outside of back there singing, you know, that's my challenge now. So at the time, I don't know what to call it. I don't know what to say. I can only assume that they just didn't want to go with me. It was told that to y'all know how folks, y'all know how folks do.
Yeah.
It was told to me that we're going in another direction. You know, at this time, we're not managing artists.
Okay.
At this time, you know, and that's fine. You know, I can get down with that, only to find out, you know, from another source that they immediately contacted to manage.
That's wild.
You know, so you don't know who you know, you know,
Yeah.
but thank God for who I knew.
Absolutely.
And you know, all of that was set in the proper perspective at that time, and it's fine. That's fine, but that's what it was.
Okay.
They decided to go in another direction. So I haven't been with another management company since then, because that taught me I obviously have a lot to learn. You know, I took from that, and you know, I try my best to learn from that every day. I'm still trying to decide, like, you know, even what kind of artist I want to be. Like, if I want to do that, I ain't got time. You know what I'm saying? I can do that. I know what I can do. I know what I cannot do. You know, potential is always going to be there for if you're a great artist, but it's all about what you want to do and the artist that you want to be. There is an audience for me.
Absolutely.
And my audience is out there.
Absolutely.
And when they hear me and when I speak to them, and you know, it's going to open up and it's going to be real. Until then, I'm going to be doing what I'm supposed to do and working on me and, you know, just working on becoming the artist that I want to be.
Absolutely.
You know, so it's all a challenge, but yeah. That was a eye-opener for me, going through that whole experience. And we don't have time to go through what that really was like for me. It was doing South by Southwest. So that was a really, really huge moment for where I thought I was. I thought I was in a place. And that whole weekend taught me, no, you're here.
Okay.
You all the way down here.
Here to them.
And, you know, and if you would have to know how to learn from those experiences. If you don't know how to learn from those experiences and grow from those experiences, they will keep you stuck.
Absolutely.
For many, many years. So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
So with all of with everything that you've done, with the connections that you have, or what would seem to be connections, or whatever. Like one would think that you already would have the resources to, you know what I'm saying, be able to. Oh, I mean, I'm Spud Sister. I can go in the studio whenever I want to, or I recorded with this person. I'm pretty sure I can make a phone call and.
No, I don't even roll like that. That's not even my character. I don't get down.
That's
I do what I can do. I don't drop names.
Yeah.
If you can do this for me, you know, if you want to do this for me, you know, or if we say we're working together or whatever, that's what it is. It's for me. But what was your question?
Do you? Well, let me ask you this.
Because we can go so many ways.
Yeah, like, well, so what I'm saying is, like, because of, again, who you are, what you've done, the things that you've accomplished on paper, you know, and on top of that, who you're connected to, you know, one would think that you would have those resources to where you don't have to like work on a management company, or you don't have to.
Well, here's the thing. Like, I do have those. I don't want to sit here and say I don't have those resources. I have those resources, but it's not up to those resources. It's up to me. You know, it's up to what I want to do.
Do you have a? Is it hard for you asking sometimes? Yeah. I have that issue too. I have that issue too.
I'll be lying if I say, because I'm not about to walk up to anybody and be like, yo, can you do this? Like, yo, you want to work with me?
Right.
I ain't doing that. I come from the generation of, if God creates the space and opportunity for that to happen, it's going to happen. But I'm also smart enough to know you got to get out there and get what you want.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't wait for nobody to give you nothing. It's not that I'm waiting for anybody to give me anything. Yeah. I'm now like, I want to do this. You know, let me figure out what I have to do to get this.
You put in a responsibility.
This is my vision, and this is what I want to do. You know.
Understood.
Yeah.
What drew you to say, yo, I'm going to link up with this cat with a funny name called Aswal?
Okay, so he didn't always had that funny name.
I know that. That's me, but that's me messing with him. That's the homie. But what got you to what made you say, you know what, I'm going to link up with this dude, and I'm going to be at the Freeman every Monday night. And we're gonna build this thing and create this thing called the Love Session. How did that happen?
So these two, this is like 2 or 3 questions in one. Okay. I hope you're still listening. So, me and the Anthony Gardner.
Yeah.
He's been my brother for a very, 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 very long time, and we've been doing music forever. Me and Anthony always been talking about, this is what we're gonna do. This is what we're doing. This is what we want to do. Him. He's always been talking about, this is what I want to do. This is what, you know, I've been right there with him. This is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. Anthony has been pushing me to do more for a long time. And I'm still trying to learn how to step outside, you know, my shell and just be her.
Yeah.
But it didn't start with Love Session.
Absolutely.
And it's not going to end with Love Session. It's all him. You know, it's been his drive. It's been his vision. It's been his determination to do, you know, this is his baby. And I've just been right there, you know, since the beginning.
Right. You
know, if I can say, I've just been there, and I've supported and just pitched in, or you know, just what we doing.
Yeah.
This is who we are. That's my bro. That's my MD. That's my boss. That's all of that. So when it got to the Freeman, it's like, oh yeah. Okay. Let's get it. It started out just me and him. You know, this songs we doing. This what we doing. I got a song. You know, he been pushing me to write 5,000 songs since then. I just you know, I've been in a writing slump.
Okay.
I got songs or whatever, but that's another subject. I've been in a writing slump, so I'm gonna give him what he want. I'm gonna give you what you want. I'm gonna give you what you want.
Right.
You know, one day, and it's coming.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how that started out. This is his baby. This is his thing. We've been friends for many, many years. Shout out to D Busy.
Okay.
I can't talk about Anthony without talking about Demetrius. You know, and D Busy production, cause we was in there, the nitty and the gritty.
Yeah.
You know, doing music. They tracking. I'm somewhere writing the hook somewhere.
Right.
You know, that's how it is. That's how it's always been, and Love Session is going nowhere but up.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you
nowhere?
Do you have fun still?
Let me tell you.
Man, that's a good question.
Tell me about it.
That's a good question.
Cause, and I'm only speaking for me. Sometimes this thing that we do, it don't be as fun sometimes. But
Well, what you doing?
yeah, what I'm doing. Yeah, what you doing? But what about what you doing?
It's fun,
It's
Doc.
fun. It's fun, Doc. Already.
It's fun.
Deep.
Dig.
Funny. Yes, sir. What you mean?
Are you having fun though?
Yes, I'm having fun.
I love it.
I get to do what I get to do this week after week. Sometimes we don't know who's gonna play.
And I'm not just talking about with love session. I'm talking about just period.
Oh yeah, period.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't know what the situation is. You know, we don't know. The story of my life is spontaneous. That's why I call my brother spontaneous.
Yeah.
Cause we don't know what's,
Yeah.
and I'm spoiled and I'm conditioned to that. But that's my life. We don't always know what situation we're gonna end up in musically,
Right.
giggly, if that created a word.
That makes sense to me.
Show wise,
Chris Brennan, what up?
Stuff like that. We don't always know. So when we get up there and we let it all go on that stage, and it's not always rehearsed. That's a whole nother podcast.
Yeah.
Man.
All right.
It's not always rehearsed, and you gotta get your mindset and whatever you need to get your mindset in for it to be a good show, for it to be a good set, or for it to be a good night, whatever you want to call it. But it's always fun. It's always fun.
And that's
I get to get up there and have fun with my bros, week after week,
That's dope.
and go in, get the Holy Ghost.
So, I know he said rehearsal. So I have a question.
Talk about it.
Because I know,
It's just a rehearsal.
far
When
as
we get to
far as us musicians, when we have these situations where we play with people that we haven't played with before,
Okay.
and it could lead into I don't know what type of situations there's going to be, and it could turn into a rough night because you may be playing with the drummer that probably just plays too loud or doesn't play any groove right, or
Talking about Ant?
no, we're not talking about. No, he's not.
or it could be a bass player that doesn't know the number system.
He's not talking about.
So
You probably talking
with you BGVs, are there ever situations where you line up with BGVs where they just not BGVing right?
They not
Of course, I have. I've had
Oh, what's
situations.
that?
Of course, I've had.
Of course. That's probably not a fun night, is it?
Of course, I've had situations where I've sang with other singers, and it was a challenge. And it's so funny. That's why, see, Anthony. That's why we've been on this. That's why we've been on this subject.
He just hopped back on the live. He said we
I
partied.
feel like
Parties.
because I'm a BGV, I understand BGVs.
That's an art in
So,
itself.
There's not a lot of moments where I'm just about to stab BGVs for not being who I can't think like that. I'm a C right. I can't, it's too many different backgrounds that we all come from. And remember, I told you, if you squeak in the corner, I can hear you.
Yeah.
This rat over here can come sing on the mic.
It's not a rat in the facility, people. It's not a rat in the facility, people. Just so
No, we're not. That's what I'm saying. But no, it's not a no. I don't.
Okay,
I don't.
Ann is just saying words at this point. Solely Ghost. We parties. Yeah, he just saying words at this
Not
point.
a lot of times where I feel that way.
Oh, okay.
But of course, I've had experiences where I've sang with some people, But
See
what
the
is
finger
that?
going up there, but
like,
you not going. Yeah.
Like, what is that? And so it's been a lot of teachable moments, and you got to know how to turn those moments into teachable moments. You have to know if you need to turn this moment into a teachable moment. Like, is it about you to try to teach somebody, or are we just gonna make a decision to just let this session be what it is? You know what I'm saying? We're gonna come back and overdub, or if it's a live situation, let's just get through this.
Yeah, I'm talking more in the live situation than anything.
We about to go on break in a few minutes, but we want to be. I'm the kind of singer I want to be rehearsed. I'm sorry, I keep
No, you good.
fucking up this mic.
Yeah.
I want to be rehearsed.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm used to rehearsing.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm my whole life, like y'all know me
Yeah.
from being a BGV,
Yeah.
a God's property. I was an alto. That's all I am.
Right.
I was out. I said alto
Yeah.
because I hear him saying, "You say soprano." I hear him saying alto. Okay, or whatever. So it's been a lot of moments where you could easily feel like, oh, no, they got to, you're like, come on with it. But no, I'm not supposed to give in to that. No. Everybody is different. Everybody has their own way of learning. So you have to be patient with different singers, you know.
Yeah.
Of course, there's been situations where I feel like, you know, okay, this singer ain't cutting it or this singer ain't cut, but I don't dwell there. I don't stop there. I don't judge you from that because it's just a lot that goes into performing, period. Given the situation, or is this something we're being thrown into? Did somebody just call me 5 minutes ago for this gig? Did I come out to have a drink tonight and somebody come up to me, hey sis, can you sing tonight? And then I said no.
But Alicia knew she was supposed to hit that note, though.
Brienne said, if you can't blend, you can't get in.
You ain't winning.
Brian.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Brienne. She said, if you can't blend, you can't get in.
Well, you know, that depends on the sound man, too.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just not.
Yeah, there's so many. Yeah.
I'm not. It's a lot.
But Alicia knew that she was supposed to hit that note.
Alicia who?
Alicia Keys. She knew
With
she,
that red on?
yeah,
The
she
first
knew.
note.
She knew she was supposed to hit
The
that
very
note.
first?
The very first.
Alicia off.
Because I heard the breath.
I heard the note before the first, and I was like, that ain't it.
I heard the breath before the breath. And
that wasn't it.
apparently not. Because the breath is what prepares us
No,
for the note.
Facts.
And someone right
Facts. Somewhere around there.
listen,
breathing.
that's a whole other topic.
She got asthma.
We can't touch on what has worked for the Saints, okay?
Listen.
But
I love it, man.
I love it. I love that performance too, but let's not get into that.
Oswald said
He telling on you.
she's a drummer too. So she know how to. She said so she know how to just get in there and make it work.
Yeah.
Don't let her fool you.
That's the story of my life.
You a drummer?
Yeah. Anybody need a church kid?
Yeah.
I mean,
got
we
you.
may need a.
A solid pocket
We
and
may
8
need a drummer
chords.
next Sunday.
Hey man,
I got
that's all
you.
you need.
A
Though.
solid pocket
But-
and 8 chords. Come on, man.
But
Just
She
see right.
said, "Boy."
I got your pocket. I definitely got your pocket. If my mama didn't teach me nothing else, I can't say sput. My mama. If she didn't teach me nothing else, she taught me pocket.
Solid
Stay
pocket.
in the pocket.
Yeah.
Okay. And what Sput taught me was use everything to your advantage because we was his cymbals, we was his tongues. You know, we was everything. He used all of us.
Yeah.
That's why I say if you've ever heard me say, what's this? Oh, Sput your brother? Yeah, I taught him everything he knows.
Yeah.
If you've ever heard me say I taught Spud everything he knows, let me explain that. That's simply because I'm his baby sister.
Right.
And growing up in the house, if you have siblings, you know your siblings are the one that's going to teach you everything about life.
I feel that.
You know.
Absolutely.
And I feel like, yeah, I taught that nigga everything.
Right.
He practiced on me.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
This right here, you know, the road trips we took going out of town, Spud had to play. He always had to play. No, we didn't have a drum set in the car.
So he used your head.
We were the cymbals, we were the toms, we were the snare. He had sticks. Everybody got beat. Everybody got beat until my daddy got tired and went with the stretch. We all know the stretch. I'm about to come back there.
Yeah.
You know, until my daddy got tired and went with the stretch. Or my mama got tired and went with the stretch.
You never went with the stretch.
Well, I do. I stretch now because I got a kid. But back in the day, Sput was the one that kept up the, you know,
Yeah.
he was here with it.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
Are you okay? It looked like that just took you back for a second. Like,
I mean, because I
need
want
to-
everybody to understand when I
What you
say
went
I
through.
taught him everything he know. You know,
right,
Literally.
right.
it was me who was there doing the curating.
I wasn't there all these times when it was.
Right.
Yeah.
We gonna have to get him on here so he can tell his side of the story now. He might have a different side of the story.
I'm telling the side.
You tell the side. It's only the one side.
Her side is real.
It's only the one
It's
side.
sufficient. My grace is sufficient.
It's sufficient.
It's sufficient.
So before we move forward though, shout out to Oswald Love Session. That's
Yes.
definitely the homie. So where can we find y'all at every week?
You can find us. We on Instagram. Hasworth Love Session Orchestra. On Facebook, and it's the same on Instagram. It's a couple of underscores of it. You know, check with him.
Okay. Well, I was more so asking where can they come see y'all every week?
Freeman. You can come see us every week at the Freeman Cajun Cafe on Commerce in Deep Ellum in Dallas, Texas.
From what time to what time?
We have the 10 to 2 slot.
Okay. There we go. Great answer.
That's the cleanest answer.
We have the 10 to 2 slot at the Freeman.
So whatever happens in between the hours of 10 o'clock
yeah,
and 2 o'clock.
yeah. You'll
They're
catch
going to
us.
be in there somewhere.
We in there. We are in there every
in
Monday
there.
night. And you just never know. You know, we're musicians.
Absolutely. Musicians, artists, and all that stuff. Man, I'm
Freeman
definitely...
is always a spot. Shout out to the Freeman.
Yeah, shout out to the Freeman.
It's always a spot.
Shout out to the Freeman. It's definitely a staple in the Dallas musician
Definitely a
community. Dallas musician community.
Some of everybody been through that joint.
Summer.
Dennis Rodman and some of everybody.
Some winter, spring, summer, and fall.
But hey, listen, we got royalty in the building. We got the lovely Miss Rolex in the building. We gotta get her out of here in a little bit because she's probably about to go head to that love session that she was speaking on.
Yes, we're hitting the night.
In just a second. But before we do that, we have to just deep dive and get to know you just a little bit more. So we want to get into our recurring segments real quick, if that's okay with you.
That's fine.
Already. So the first one is going to be top 5.
Oh.
Top 5. All right. So you've been you've been a very key part in the structure of the Dallas music community. So you've been around for a minute. Right now, who are your top 5 background singers in the Dallas community?
Oh, Lord. I don't pay attention to people like that. Who are my top
said she
5
worried about
background singers?
Okay. Background singing, not even
In Dallas?
not even just in Dallas, just period.
She said she worried about herself.
No, I ain't.
She sees stuff. I'm sure.
Professional BGBs. There's one that comes to mind.
Okay.
She is a professional BGB. My sister, the incomparable Chelsea West. She turned the game upside down.
That's one.
It's like
If you need to sip
it's
some more water, you
so
can.
many.
It's a lot.
Top 5 BGBs?
Do you,
like,
do you want me?
I mean, they sit on top.
Do you want me? They don't have to be in any order. Just your top 5 that you can think of.
And not in Dallas. It doesn't have to be
Top
in
5
Dallas.
BGBs?
I can also ask you a better question.
Oh, that's me, Robin, Candy, Peaches, and Aisha.
Oh,
I'm with it.
she put the hand up
There
with
you
the
have it.
Right.
She handed with her
That's my
finger,
top.
so that
That's
was
my
it.
top 5. It's always been my top 5.
Dylon,
Right.
and Dylon. Because we spit
It's
hot
hot
fire.
fire.
Deanna's cook.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's too many to
She
name.
said what
Okay.
she
I have a better question for you. Actually, I have 2 better top 5s for you, but I'm gonna go
one.
with this one. Who is somebody that you wanted to sing background for but haven't, dead or alive?
That's a good question.
Top 5.
Repeat the question.
An artist that you have wanted to sing background for. The top 5 artists that you have wanted to sing background for, dead or alive, that you haven't.
Dead or alive. Shaka.
Okay.
Natalie Cole. Lettucey.
Okay.
Nice.
I don't know why I feel like that wouldn't be too much of a stretch.
I see that. I actually see that.
That I want to sing for. I've never thought about this. I've never given this any thought. BGV. Layla.
You sung for Layla though.
Oh, we can't include people we sang for.
No, this is who you haven't worked with.
Oops.
She said, oops.
I want to do BGVs for.
Dead or alive.
Did we say? Well, they don't have BGVs.
You said Lettucey.
I did say. I said Lettucey.
Natalie Cole.
I said Natalie Cole.
And Shaka.
And I said Shaka.
You got 2 more.
And the other 2, who do I want to do BGVs for?
That you haven't worked with.
I would love to do BGVs for Fantasia.
Yes.
And I would love to do BGVs for Beyonce.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would be dope.
It would.
That would be very dope.
Both of them.
You part of the Beehive?
I will not sit here and say I am a part of the Beehive, but that does not mean, don't discredit me.
Yeah.
Okay?
Don't you do it.
Don't you
do it.
No, I'm not claiming the Beehive. No, much respect to the Beehive.
Okay.
But no, I'm not.
I just
want
want to ask. Okay, go ahead.
But I would love to sing background for
her.
Yes.
I respect that.
Usher.
Have you worked with D'Angelo?
No. Him too.
I think that would be a dope.
Yeah, that would be
Keep shooting our names. I'm gonna say
Right.
yes.
Or Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick. That's
I could see you singing
doable.
background. Yes. Fred Willis said dope list.
Thank you, Fred Willis.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and keep it pushing. We call this one playing in the wrong key.
Playing in the wrong key.
Playing in the wrong key. This is our version of our, pet peeves, things that irk us. Things that irk our soul that we see on a daily, and I'm sure you have thousands of them. In the industry, but what's playing in the wrong key for Rolx?
Playing in the wrong key. Eating on stage during a performance.
During.
Like a whole plate?
Oh yeah.
Like the white styrofoam plate? I've never seen that.
I'm not. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I'm done.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I used to be one of those people.
Oh my God.
Have a whole chicken tender basket
on the floor time.
On the floor time. I used to be one of those people.
If you want me never to call you or consider you,
I've been delivered.
I've never seen that in my entire life.
Like,
I've been delivered, but yes,
eating on stage.
Yeah.
I see drinking.
That used to be me.
If the wait staff or the waitress or whoever would have took your order is ready, and so they find you, you're on stage.
Yeah, quit touching yourself.
So
keep going.
At that point,
because you're talking about
you tell them either
was talking about me.
Set it down right there or hold it. Don't say, here, I'll take it and open it and we singing.
Why are you singing?
So yeah, I have to say that is.
Can you tell me what establishment you seen that at?
No.
Okay.
You thought I was going
I just wanted to know.
You said no.
See if it was done.
No. Please don't ever do that. It's just no. It's a time and a place for everything.
I get that.
And the situations that we're in, it's not always I mean, we in some chill mode situations. It you know, but still professional.
Yeah.
Like come on, your character. I mean, you don't know who's watching. You never know who's looking, who's listening. You just never know who's in the audience or what have you. It might be somebody out there that's not looking for what you think they're looking for, that's not paying attention to what you think they're paying attention to. And then it's just some things we don't do.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
respect that.
we're not eating on stage while
Yeah.
we singing.
Yeah.
Not ever.
Yeah.
She said that sternly.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Speaking of people that you just never know who paying attention and got tea on you, Breon said, "Can we talk about the Monday nights at RBC that Rochella hosted?"
oh, wow.
Then she said,
Man,
Wow, we can't talk about that. That was a good time.
yeah.
That was a good time. I met so many
Back when
wonderful
RBC
people.
was good.
RBC was great.
Yeah, it was yeah.
Um,
a
the
long time
the
ago.
Monday night open mic sessions at RBC, it was lit. I hosted those sessions, and that was a very, very, very fun moment for me. I co-hosted with my big sister Candy.
Okay.
She was in and out, but still, when she was in, we co-hosted together. So we still kind of operated, you know, and ran that thing together.
Around what time frame was this?
This was around 2015.
2015. Okay.
I was technically under the same management company,
Okay.
and they had my back on that. You know, they helped me maneuver that.
Okay.
You know, that open mic session, and those were some good times at RBC.
That's dope.
Breon
If
said
you know anything
legendary.
about RBC, and that open mic was, we accepted you, like the way we ran it was so professional. You know, we had it set up where you could email us your song ahead of time, or you know, we had it set up where our musicians knew what you wanted to do. If you wanted to sign up, you know, we always put it out, just sign up for such and such, and when you sign up, let us know what you want to do. You know, we always had that out there. If they didn't do that, we were still ready for the open mic atmosphere. And I always say, open mic is whatever. When I walk into a situation somebody has asked me to do or be a part of, and it's not together, be it my fault or whatever, if we're not rehearsed, or I don't know the songs, or because I'm not gonna always know the song,
Right.
and
right.
that's Anthony.
Talk about
I'm
it.
not gonna always know the song.
Right.
Know the song,
Right.
but you don't always know the song.
Right.
If it's one of those kind of situations, what helps me is to say, okay, this is an open mic situation.
Okay.
When it's an open mic situation, you don't have to know anything pretty much,
Right.
because
That's
you go from what happens when the artist comes up, and everybody's creating at that point. So a lot of times I have to put myself in an open mic, you know, in my mind, just to make it work, just to ease my mind, because I'm a perfectionist.
Yeah.
I am, contrary
Yeah.
to popular belief.
Right.
I am a perfectionist. I can admit that about myself. And so there's certain things I look for, I expect, and then I have to tell myself, okay, don't expect this. You know, when it's not that, or when it's not this, or when it's not what I'm used to, or when, you know, it ain't gonna be this, or it's not gonna be that, then I tell myself, okay, it's open mic. Not karaoke, because we graduated from karaoke.
Right.
Not karaoke, but open mic.
That's a good concept.
Definitely a
Because
difference.
it's when the audit, the first of all, open mic means the artist is making a decision to be seen, to be heard. Like, I want to do this. Nobody's asking me to do this. I want to sign a list. Nobody's asking me to sign. Nobody booked me. I booked myself. I signed the list because I want to put myself out there. I want to take that stage. I want to be bold enough to get up there and do what I've been practicing. Oh, go on, girl. You've been practicing in the bathroom long enough. Y'all watch Tina Turner.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all don't watch Tina Turner.
Yeah.
But it's
said,
that
"Y'all don't
moment when you decide I want to do this, and it's different. It's different from somebody asking you to do this, you know,
Right.
to do this. And when somebody asks you to do it, you prepare. You can prepare. You know, you can get yourself ready. But when you decide this is what I want to do, you sign the list. That signing is an action. That action means so much more than anybody else that gets up there and does something. Because that means you decided to get up there and it is not easy to get on anybody's stage and do your craft, your artistry, your, you know what I'm saying, whatever it is that you have. Open mic night at RBC was open for everything. We had 12-year-olds coming through there doing stuff.
Wow.
We had 20-year-olds. So it was structured. It was organized. And so I like that part about it. That's right up my alley.
Aaron
Structured
Page.
and organized. I know what's coming next. I know what I'm doing. I've been coached on how to move the night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of that was prepared for me. So I learned from that and I took from that, and that's how I operate. So when it comes to doing shows and feeling like, oh, we got it, this is what we doing, it's not always gonna be like that.
Yeah.
So if everything ain't together, put yourself in an open mic night. Everything ain't got to be together in the open mic night.
That's a dope concept.
But you have to know what you're doing.
Right.
You have to know how to make everything work. So that's what we do. We've been doing jam sessions for 35 years. Starting out in my living room, you know, 2 doors down from my bedroom. And that's what we do. Open mic night, it's whatever.
Yeah.
With wisdom. But it's whatever.
Yeah.
It's whatever. But of course, I know how to, you know, maneuver both aspects versus open. That's just what I had to put my mindset in order to get through the night. You know, in order to be all right with what the situation is, I had to tell myself, okay, I don't know this, I don't know that, I don't know what's going on, I don't know who's in charge, I don't know. So when they call my name, it's time to go, or let me get my songs together, or what am I supposed to sing, or, you know, what do I know, or okay, what's about to happen, okay, now, boom.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Aaron Page said, I still got videos of you singing with Candy.
I bet. I've been singing with Candy my whole life.
Your whole life.
I started out with Candy. Candy was in that room with us when we recorded. It was me, my sister Candy, and Peaches. Those are my sisters. We started out together. I started out with them doing background work for their mom, the Tommy Young West.
Yes,
The.
Because you have to. You have to. That is the. You have
the.
to.
Aunt
The.
Tommy, shout out
Yes.
to Aunt
You have
Tommy.
to.
Love
Yes.
you.
You
One
have
and
to.
only.
She just did
I don't know.
Janice Craig's thing, right?
I think so,
Tommy?
yeah.
Yes. Yeah, she showed that on there. Mama Queen said, I dream, this is Jocelyn Williams. This is Bo's mama.
Yes.
Mama
She
Queen.
says, I dream of hosting a women's conference and you doing praise and worship. LOL. I don't even know if you do praise and worship. But I feel in my spirit.
She would be the one.
It will be so awesome.
She
wants you to
be
do
the
praise and
one.
worship for her women's conference.
I'm there. I'll do it. That's
Mama
a whole
Queen.
nother podcast.
I feel like there's a story behind that whole exchange right
That's
there.
another podcast.
That's Mama
That's
Queen.
another one.
That's another podcast, baby.
Oh, you don't think you're not gonna be back? You did. I don't think.
I would love to do. I don't. It's probably not even safe for me to say yes. I would love, cause anybody who knows me knows how I feel about
She said she gonna hold you to that.
Hold me, mother. Call me. Reach out to me. I just, that's another podcast.
That's a whole nother one. All right.
Me and that ministry. That's a totally different side of my ministry.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like you got it.
I feel like I did too. But it's another podcast.
That's another podcast.
Yeah.
She gonna miss her Monday night if we if
I'm
get.
never missing my Monday night. Yeah.
But but we got one more. We got one more. This one is called Gig Tales.
Gig Tales. Good,
bad, ugly, or indifferent. What's that one gig experience that you had that you can talk about that's just memorable?
Okay.
I love when you laugh first.
So listen.
Let them use you.
This artist we love, known as Jasmine Sullivan, came out with a song. What's the name of the song? What her first song she came out with? I don't even know the name of it right now.
It's not Bust Your Windows.
No, it's not Bust Your Windows.
I'm in love with another man.
That other popular one, the first one. It was like around there with those.
I'ma do something for me. That one.
What is it? The main
I'm
one.
going in
I'm having a brain
circles.
fart. My brain just
Got
farted.
like a reggae feel to it.
No.
Need you back.
Need you back.
Yeah.
Thanks, Lou.
Needed to learn that song bad.
Okay.
That song killed me. So it's only a few people who would know what I'm talking about right now. I'm gonna call those people out: Jeremiah, Chris Trailer.
Chris Trailer. Okay.
That's it. Them two. They asked me to come to Firewater, doing the fire by the Grand, old Grand movie theater out there Northwest Highway. Baby, I went to sing that song. I've never sang it again. I've never sang it again.
What happened?
It sucks so bad. It was one of those. Oh yeah, I know it.
But you really don't.
You know it because you heard it on the radio.
I really didn't know it.
Yeah.
But I thought I could get away with how we operate.
Yeah.
At the time,
Yeah.
I thought I could get away with. Oh, it's okay. We used to just hitting and quitting and vibing and da-da-da-da. No.
That's good. That's good.
Y'all see where vibing get you?
It was not.
Good wake-up call.
See where vibing get you?
No, but I don't want to. But I don't want to say like vibing. You can get away with vibing. It depends on the situation.
Okay.
That was not the situation.
That wasn't.
Okay. That song, although I loved it, and I knew it as far as I loved it, I didn't know it as far as singing it and performing it. Bombed, failed, like that little girl is saying it.
The national anthem.
Hilarious.
Why you had to equate it to that? Oh my God.
The accuracy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
She knew it.
She knew the words.
Oh,
That's
Yeah,
hilarious.
I cut that song up. I chopped it up. I did that
Did you
song
feel
dirty.
bad?
What? Yes, I felt like the eyeballs. Like I felt everything. I felt the ooh.
Yeah.
If you know Firewater, if you've ever been there, like we were elevated on the stage, so the audience was like, so they're looking up at you. Yeah, I felt it. I saw it. But you get through it. You go. I went through it.
It was kind of built like Sambuca, I think. As far as like, am I tripping? Because with Sambuca the stage is like up top, even like above the like.
Oh well,
bartenders
I mean
and stuff
any
like
stage,
that,
just up and the audience is down.
yeah.
They were down there.
But it's like it's hot. I get what you're saying. Sure.
They looked up at
Yeah.
me and said,
She said, all I know is they said that ain't it.
that's not it. It's still not it.
Even to this day.
To the end
So
of the
you-
song, it wasn't it.
So you never just had a moment where you know what? Nah, I ain't gonna let this song defeat me, bro. I'm gonna go back.
didn't give up.
I'm gonna clean this song up.
That
I'm
was it.
gonna come back and do it.
That
one
moment was the only moment I felt like that.
day. Oswald, add that to the set list.
We're not doing that song.
She said, "Who gonna sing it?"
She's right.
See that shit?
She said she gonna go on break.
I don't have to do that no more.
Yeah.
I did it. I did that song one time. If you weren't there, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's like you
I ain't
good,
singing
bro.
that song no more.
I'm
Well,
glad.
I need it better.
I wish we
mean,
had those type of
The
choices. 'cause
struggle.
Yeah.
Man, it's like I didn't practice it. I thought it was something I could just get up and do based off of how I'm used to doing stuff,
Yeah.
you know, based off of what I was used to. I thought I could get up and just do that song.
Prepared.
No, not because I didn't know I was going to do it before I did it. Now, that makes a difference.
Okay.
Okay.
Remember I told that's
Yeah.
the story of my life, the
Yeah.
spontaneity of you know, of everything. Like, yo, Michelle, can you do this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do it.
Yeah.
And then that's what came out. No, I'll never do that again.
Right.
You had to be there.
Yeah. I got you.
I appreciate that.
I got you.
That's real.
Well, hey, this is it's a life lesson.
Listen.
It's a life lesson. Lou, what you got?
Man, that's a lot that's been getting. Really.
It's a
Y'all
lot.
call me.
Yeah. It wasn't last minute though, so it's all good. It's all good. But now, listen. I want to do this real quick, and we got to get ready to wrap it up in a little bit. But I love to ask guests this question because I think it's important, especially for other artists to just see different points of views. Right. So you are a mother. You have a mother. I would like to know. Okay, so you have you, the mother. You have you, the artist. Then you have just you by yourself. You when no one's looking. You when you know what I'm saying, the person that you got to look at in the mirror and stuff like that. How do you balance those people?
How do you balance being a mom and an artist and a mom
Yeah.
and an artist?
But you. But without the mother title, without the artist title, you have those moments to where you have to take care of you too, right? So how do you balance all of those people?
So our most private time is in the bathroom.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know. It's all still together for me right now.
The lines are blurred. Sometimes.
The lines are not blurred. It's just I'm good at multitasking, physically, mentally, and spiritually. You have to be good at multitasking. I keep God first. Without him, I'd be in a ditch somewhere. But
Like a ship without a sail.
my daughter, she keeps me balanced
Okay.
because she doesn't know what all I have to deal with. She only, she does.
Yeah.
She doesn't have a clue. She knows what she wants.
Yeah.
She know we doing where you going?
Right.
She's her father's child. She's nothing like me at the same time. So that part of it keeps me. She helps with my balance.
Okay.
In balancing that, being an artist, because I'm not the artist I really, really aspire to be yet. I'm fine right now, honestly speaking. I'm preparing myself to be that artist that, I see, still leaving room for the plan that God has for me. We have to be careful about the plans that we make. We can't overstep his plans for us. So preparing for that and still being a mom, and you just wake up every day and you continue to put one foot in front of the other. You continue to do what makes sense. You continue to do what has to be done, and we're grateful that we have a schedule. We're grateful that we have an agenda. We're grateful that we have a life. Everybody don't have a life.
Right.
Some people are just wasting away. But we have a life. We have a schedule. We have an agenda. We have thoughts that he gives us. We have vision. We have priorities. We have things that we do. We have a life that we live, a life to live. So that in itself keeps me balanced. I'm humbled every day by what I don't have the ability to do, if that makes sense. But I don't let that stop me, I keep going. I wake up every day. Thank you for my blessing. Thank you for this day. Let my light blind,
Not just shine, blind.
let it blind.
Yeah.
And I just try to, instill that in her. But what keeps it balanced is prayer, eating right,
Or attempting to.
or attempting to,
Right.
just knowing that you're not in this alone. It is not because of you. It's not about you. But there's a higher purpose. There's a higher reason. In like I said in the beginning, the fact that I have a mind to remember these things. Everybody don't have that luxury to just remember what it is you really need to be thinking about.
Right.
Everybody can't remember.
Right.
Like, what do I really need to be doing? Okay, I'm going through this, but to have that mind to bring me out of this, I always get drawn back to that because everybody don't have that tactic. Everybody don't have that mechanism, just that button to push that tells them this, don't get stuck in this. Like, keep going. Wake up, brush your teeth. Those little things. Like,
Wash your ass. Yeah.
wash your ass.
Yeah.
Scrub. Turn around.
Right.
Bend over.
All of
Let the
that.
shower hit.
All of that.
But yeah, I'm thankful for the mind that God gives me to keep going, to go every day, and to be mindful of the things and to realize what I need to realize, what I really need to be thinking about, what I really need to be doing with my time, with my seconds, with my breath, with my thinking. These thoughts will go everywhere if we're not careful.
Absolutely.
So just having a mind to stay grounded and to remember what it is you're doing, why you're doing it, and the reason you're doing it is very, very important. We have to have that mind. If you don't have it, pray for it, seek it, ask God to give you that mind, because that's what you need, for the balance. What is balancing? You're not balancing that. You don't know what to balance. You don't know where to, oh, I need more of this, or I need more of that, or I need to pay attention to this, or I need to pay attention to that, or I need to give light to this, or I need to back up on this. Or I need to tone down here, so that I can be great here.
Right.
Or I need to focus on this. All of it is balance. I need to eat this and not that. All of it is balance. But if you don't have the mind to think about that, you're lost.
Right.
So I thank God that he gave me the mind to incorporate all of those things to just think about day to day, to wake up thinking about. I'm grateful.
I feel that. There's definitely nothing wrong with it. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get ready to wrap this up. But before we go, we have to do this. You were told that you were here just for an interview, and that is true. We did not lie to you. However, we definitely want to give you your flowers. Now, we don't have the budget for real flowers, nor do we have fake ones to give you. But we definitely, again, we look at you as royalty in this community. You are definitely one of the ones that we look up to. We are definitely fans of yours. We see you. We appreciate every single contribution that you've made to this community. You have done so much. You have been definitely a blinding light in this community, and not even just in this community, just in the country period. And you come from great stock. You come from absolute great stock, and just the fact that you just took the time out just to come chop it up and with us, we appreciate that so much. We appreciate you. We love you. Y'all clap it up for her one time. Yeah, I'll clap it up for her.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Appreciate you so much. But yeah, and we mean that, man. We definitely want you. We definitely want you to keep going. We definitely want you to keep going. We want to hear some more dope shit from you, whether it's music, whether it's whatever, what podcast.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'll help you with that. I got you. I'll help you out with that. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's your own individual project, everything that you're working with, we definitely want to see more from you, and we want to hear more from you. You have a lot to say. You have a lot to offer. You get what I'm saying?
I appreciate it.
So, yeah, for sure. So, please continue to bless the people with you.
Absolutely.
If you don't mind.
Absolutely. I sure will.
Already. Lou, what you got?
Man. Well, we appreciate you. Appreciate the hospitality. And we're going to have business. Time for benediction.
It's about that time. Hey, listen, DFW Shed Sessions, we appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us. Another dope episode, another great episode. You know what I'm saying? We got the lovely Rolx in the building. We just sitting up here chopping up, and she will definitely be back.
This was Butelligent.
What?
This was Butelligent.
Butelligent.
Mm-hmm.
I'll drink to that.
I definitely feel like we haven't even scratched the surface of what the stuff we could talk about. I think this will probably be another part 2, 3, 4.
I was about to say something else. Oh no, let's save it for part 2.
Save it for the next one.
Part 2.
Save it for the next one. But yeah, so again, like, share, subscribe. Please continue to support the DFW Shed Sessions movement. If you want to donate or help support the cause, hit us up
on the Zelle, dfwshedsessions@gmail.com.
Already, we got Lou Paul Beats in the building, Professor Mel Will.
Can I say thank you to everybody that tuned in tonight?
Yes,
thank you to all of the fam.
You got your own. You can look right there and talk to them.
Thank y'all. Thank you to all of the fam and the bros and the sisters and the family. Thank you, Mom, for tuning in tonight and catching whatever Rolx had to say. Thank y'all for tuning in and catching whatever Rochella Seawright had to say. Right. Thank y'all for tuning in and catching whatever T. Shelley had to say. I appreciate it. I'm grateful. And, yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah. Well, man, look, with that being said, catch us next week. We're going to have a dope guest. And if our minds are clear, remember, it ain't going to suck itself. Y'all be blessed. We'll talk to you later.
What? That's what you...
Let me do the outtake.
Do the outtake. It's not going to suck itself.